Hello Tenno, and welcome back to the Warframe Academy, a series where I explain to you the fundamental build requirements of each and every Warframe in alphabetical order. And today, we will be talking about Sniper King. No, not you, Usopp. Don't you have, like, an island to be liberating or something? We're talking about Cyto-09. Like many of our newer frames, Cyto is another frame that I personally consider an all-in-one package. Considering what his theme is and what he's capable of doing, he doesn't really need a subsume ability to supplement for any weaknesses. That being said, a subsume ability isn't completely off the table, because some can further bolster his capabilities, while others, like Condemn, as I have on my Cyto-09 build, can make his toolkit feel easier and more consistent to use. The reason for this is that Cyto's abilities are very much focused on getting weak point kills, aka headshots. Thus, having a way of being able to lock enemies in place, or at the very least, group them together, makes his toolkit feel a lot more consistent and viable, especially for something like a survival mission. Something to keep in mind, especially for players picking Cyto up for the very first time, is that while, yes, you do need to get headshot kills in order to be able to extend the duration of your invisibility. Trying to do so exclusively with his fourth ability, the Exalted Weapon, the Neutralizer, might not be the best bet for you as an individual if you don't have the best of aim. Thus, I would say it's a pretty good practice just to come equipped with a primary weapon that can put as many bullets downwind as fast as possible. This way, you don't really have to worry about your aim quite as much. The last thing I'll say to keep in mind with Cyto is the fact that honestly, he does not need a lot of range. In fact, the base 100 is probably going to be more than enough for the vast majority of content in the game. Only one of Cyto's 4 abilities actually cares about range, and that's his first ability, Antenna. But at baseline, it also has a 60-meter radius. Increasing your range does mean you're able to hit enemies through walls much further away, but it also means you're having to move around the map a lot more often to be able to pick up all of your loot. Increasing the range also increases how far the neutralizer bullets can ricochet from one target to the next, and while at face value that might seem like a really good thing, in practice, not so much. Neutralizer bullets cannot ricochet back towards the player, meaning after the initial impact of a target, the bullet is only going to travel further and further from the player, meaning in a horde shooter like a survival, you're not capable of hitting the enemies that are getting progressively closer to your position. When it comes to ranking our Warframe, we do that by a scale of Sprodlings. One Sprodling is equivalent to around 50 points. For Cyto-09, I would give 4 to 5 Sprodlings for duration, 1 to 2 Sprodlings for efficiency, 2 Sprodlings for range, and 4 to 5 Sprodlings for strength. If you've enjoyed my content and want to continue seeing more of it, a like, share, or comment would be much appreciated, as that helps the algorithm. And if you are so inclined, you can support me further on Patreon for as little as $1 a month. However, never do so unless you are financially stable. And with all that out of the way, I hope you have an amazing day, Tenno, and I'll see you next time.